moving forward, I did want to put a bit of a spotlight on fellow Vietnamese brother of mine over at the States, who's on the ground zero, Mr. Nguyen. Um, Thank you so much for all the work you're doing right now. Him and his friend Vivu Art, so Instagram, they got together and they had a rally in DC to protest this Asian hate. I think the really phenomenal thing that I saw was a message that he really got across was the idea that they weren't any big organization or anything like that. They were just two Asian friends, Vietnamese friends, who got together, gathered other fellow Asians who felt equally outraged, and they were able to put together a rally. Didn't need to be any kind of big organization to wave a flag under or have a banner of. No, simply that's what we are. We're Asians who are outraged and won't stand for this. And that was what brought got them to get that rally together. I think it's fucking phenomenal. Sorry for my language. I know. I think it's not. Asians don't like swearing, I feel like. No. But point being, I've always a bit of context between myself and Leo. He's someone that I admire from afar. Basically, I saw some of his videos on Facebook of his comedy, and he's a comedian because he's been on stage and he's made people laugh, and I'm a wannabe comedian because I'm too stage fright to hop on a stage yet. So, and I noticed like our humor is very similar but different. I think I feel like first of all we always hit onto race because culturally it's what we can talk about. I feel like I do more racial humor, putting accents and stuff, whereas Leo is more in touch with like the writing and what he's saying, things like that. So there you go. I definitely think he's someone who's definitely much more fine-tuned than I am. I'm a bit raw and I need to be refined. But comedy aside, my old mate here, responsible for the rally, which I thought was very well, inspiring is a word I already use, or inspiring, but commendable. I'm just using more similar synonyms for that one word. Yeah, no, it was inspiring. I've always intended to I hope to one day share the platform with Leo, be able to talk to him. He's from far I see such a fascinating person with this comedy, and to speak to someone who shares this kind of same roots of being Vietnamese, I'm really excited for that. And the reason I haven't really done anything with I don't like right now with the nature thing. I don't like doing Zoom calls. I don't think I'm experienced enough to do Zoom calls tech wise, which I mean I could probably learn. That'd be fine. That's a small issue. But second of all, I feel like I'm better running conversation with one-on-one. When you see people who do run Zoom podcasts, the ones who do it well, it's because there's a level of them being able to know each other. But from a comedic standpoint, I do see this level of when, let's say, they're trying to be conversational. Oops, I think I should turn that down. They're trying to be conversational, and one person, but then whilst also trying to still performing to an audience. That's what I feel like that takes away from it a bit. The authenticity to it. For example, the other person will actively try to make a joke, and if we're genuinely friends, I might find your joke funny, but I might not laugh during real time. But now because we're kind of performing a third audience, I feel like now there's a need to kind of laugh to kind of, make it so it's not awkward. So your attempt at humor doesn't just fall flat. That's why. Which is why I haven't engaged much with Zoom call podcast. But I definitely do. Would love, in a situation in the future, maybe we'll catch up in Vietnam and we'll run Vietnamese English. I don't know. We'll do something. But in fact, the thing that really stuck out for me with Leo is he's not Asian American. He's not Vietnamese American. He's Vietnamese. He's Asian. He's from Vietnam. He's in America on a visa, and to see see this kind of issue of Asian hate, you can see it in America. Yes, for the Asian Americans, Asians who are living in America, but if you take this huge step back, it's an issue that involves us all Asians, on the world stage. everything I had to say with like how we're viewed as harmless things, that contributing to the ability that people have to kind of attribute hate to us for whatever instance. In this case, it's coronavirus. You know, they attributed to us, you know, when it was communism. Now it's coronavirus. But yeah, I think this. I'm happy to kind of put a bit of a spotlight, and I think I've definitely put some stuff in the video description pointing to Leo. I think he's someone who needs people give that man some attention. You know, like he's doing good work, and I only wish I could do half as much as he does. And I'm going to continue to keep the man kind of in front, like this kind of goal that you can always work hard to be able to achieve. I really do look up to this guy. Hey? No, but yeah, I think it's good to see. Like, yeah, it's a tragic incident that happened, but just like what I said, you know, how these historical events are a commentary on society at the time, the way that we're all kind of pulling together, getting involved, taking action. We're not taking this lying down. You know, we're clearly, finally at the stage where like, all right, the people who've come before us have played the safe game. They've had put their heads down and just worked hard to be able to give us this platform, this position in society. And now it's time to speak up. We speak up and we look out for each other and things like that. We're not letting, like, something needs to be done, yo. I mean, I feel like this pressure is, if I'm the fucking president of America right now, like, do something about this.